Facts you should know about your amazing human body. We hang out with our own bodies all the time, so we tend to take them for granted. But if you stop and think about everything your body does, you just might consider how great it is and you are. All the time, your body is doing a million things that you're not even aware of, like digesting breakfast, growing new skin, and carrying oxygen to cells from head to toe and ear to ear. The human body is an incredible thing. Some of these facts may be hard to believe, but they are happening inside of you right now.
The human body is a complex, highly organized structure made up of unique cells that work together to accomplish the specific functions necessary for sustaining life. Our bodies consist of a number of biological systems and parts that carry out specific functions necessary for everyday living. Here are some weird and interesting facts about the human body.
The brain. The human brain is the most complex and least understood part of the human anatomy. There might be a lot we don't know, but here are a few interesting facts that we got covered. The brain is much more active at night than during the day. Logically, you would think that all the moving around, complicated calculations and tasks and general interaction we do on a daily basis during our working hours would take a lot more brain power than lying in bed. Turns out the opposite is true. When you turn off, your brain turns on. Scientists don't yet know why this is, but you can thank the hard work of our brain while you sleep for all those pleasant dreams. The brain itself cannot feel pain. While the brain might be the pain center when you cut your finger or burn yourself, the brain itself does not have pain receptors or cannot feel pain. That doesn't mean your head can hurt. The brain is surrounded by lots of tissues, nerves, and blood vessels that are plenty receptive to pain and can give you a pounding headache. 80% of the brain is water. Your brain isn't the firm, gray mass you've seen on TV. Living brain tissue is a squishy, pink and jelly-like organ thanks to the lots of blood and high water content of the tissue. So the next time you're feeling dehydrated, get a drink to keep your brain hydrated.
Hair and nails. While they're not a living part of your body, most people spend a good amount of time caring for their hair and nails. The next time you're heading in for a haircut or manicure, you think of these facts. One human hair can support 3.5 ounces. That's about the weight of 2 full-size candy bars. And with hundreds of thousands of hairs on the human head, makes the tale of Rapunzel much more plausible. Human hair is virtually indestructible. Aside from its flammability, human hair decays at such a low rate that it's practically non-disintegrating. If you have ever wondered how your clogs up your pipes so quick, consider this. Hair cannot be destroyed by cold, change of climate, water, or other natural forces, and it is resistant to many kinds of acids and corrosive chemicals. Fingernails grow nearly 4 times faster than 2 nails. If you notice that you're trimming your fingernails much more frequently than your 2 nails, you're not just imagining it. The nails that get the most exposure are used most frequently, grow the fastest. On average, nails on both the toes and fingers grow about 1/10 of an inch each month.
Internal organs. Though we may not give them much thought, unless they are bothering us. Our internal organs are what allow us to go on eating, breathing, and walking around. Here are some things to consider the next time you hear your stomach growl. The largest internal organ is the small intestine. Despite being called the smaller of the two intestines, your small intestine is actually 4 times as long as the average adult is tall. If it weren't looped back and forth upon itself, it wouldn't fit inside the abdominal cavity. The acid in your stomach is strong enough to dissolve razor blades. While you certainly shouldn't test the fortitude of your stomach by eating a razor blade or any other metal object, for that matter, the acids that digest the food you are eating aren't to be taken lightly. Hydrochloric acid, the type found in your stomach, is not only good at dissolving the pizza you had for dinner, but it can also eat through many types of metal. You could remove a large part of internal organs and survive. The human body may appear fragile, but it is possible to survive even with the removal of the stomach. The spleen, 75% of the liver, 80% of the intestines, one kidney, one lung, and virtually every organ from the pelvic and groin area. You might not feel too great, but the missing organs wouldn't kill you.
Now we'll go with the senses. Senses are the primary means by which we interact with the world around us, and is through our senses. Here are some interesting facts about these 5 sensory abilities. The first one is after eating too much, your hearing is less sharp. That means if you are heading to a concert or a musical after a big meal, you may be doing yourself a disservice. Try eating a smaller meal if you need to keep your hearing pitch perfect. That we heard about someone who told us that he ate a lot before going to a concert, so that's what he told to us. But it is actually a fact, and it is confirmed by science, so that's why we are telling you this fact. Another fact is that your nose can remember 50,000 different scents, while a bloodhound's nose may be 1,000,000 times more sensitive than a human's. That doesn't mean that the human sense of smell is useless. Humans can identify a wide variety of scents, and many are strongly tied to memories. Everyone has a unique smell, except for identical twins. Newborns are able to recognize the smell of their mothers, and many of us can pinpoint the smell of our significant others and those we are close to. Part of that smell is determined by genetics, but is also largely due to environment, diet, and personal hygiene, products that create a unique chemistry for each person.
Microscopic level. Much of what takes place in our bodies happens at a level that we simply can't see with the naked eyes. These facts will show you that sometimes that might be for the best. Humans shed and regrow other skin cells about every 27 days. Skin protects your delicate internal organs from the elements as such dries and flakes off completely about once a month so that it can maintain its strength. Chances are that last month's skin is still hanging around your house in the form of the dust on your bookshelf or under the couch. Every thumb print is unique. If you're planning on committing a crime, don't think you will get away with leaving a thumbprint behind. Each thumb is different and yours could be unique enough to finger you as the culprit. Human lips have a reddish color because of the great concentration of tiny capillaries just below the skin. The blood in these capillaries is normally highly oxygenated and therefore quite red. This explains why the lips appear pale when a person is anemic or has lost a great deal of blood. It also explains why the lips turn blue in very cold weather. Cold causes the capillaries to constrict, and the blood loses oxygen and changes to a darker color.
And so all of those were just some of the big amount of facts there are to discover. Thank you so much for hearing us, and we hope you learned something.
This inconsistent love is messing with my